On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will get first crack at it today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Rides the back and leaves it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Sheffield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Schultz. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. It's a seam. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Lots of running room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking for space, it's Peoples. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way, got down to the 26. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Schultz. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do it. They got it. It's blocked. He's going to scoop it up.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Sends it back in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Extending the play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and win games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
This defense now is just getting gashed. And for the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benjamin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchup.
Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run it from the gun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Schultz. Got it in the middle, it's Strong. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Let's send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it, it's Campbell. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral it, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to set up the screen. Kearney on the Jets. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
They go backwards on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be turnover on downs.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sheffield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
He's got it on the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. And the Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but...
Wide open spaces. Powers through. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Schultz. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Schultz. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room. It's Campbell. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. And is zips just inside that right upright.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Find some fresh air. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on?
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Schultz. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's going to take off. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted deep in his own end. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to take it back. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Grab near the marker. It's Peoples. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Thurman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets it out fast. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Strong. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Your goofy ass. You ain't even was an intern, me nothing.
On the play. Brings up
Nah, I don't want to talk now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Listen.
Off
I
play
prefer
action.
I prefer to play 2K when
Fires to
when
the
the sun is
wideout.
out.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Schultz. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The NBA splits are. See, I disagree. I disagree with that. Anybody starting a business should expect to spend money and lose on
Facts. That's the most valid thing that Joe Budden said about the WNBA. Because I think we all ignorant in terms of we thinking about stuff as established businesses need to make money, but that's not necessarily always the case, because any business that start up got back end money to be able to say, yo, I'm going to be losing money because I got to pay salaries and doing stuff like this typically before I start making money. Restaurants, anything like that. No, it's true. The nigga, the dude, he played the dude who broke down all the revenue shares and all that with them. Yeah, but that's why big business is 5 to 10 years sometimes. No, it's 100% true, because we talk about the WNBA. It's still true, it's just a different time frame. He only talking about the WNBA. No, I said that to just explain what he was saying, but I was talking about the WNBA as the business. I already got mad niggas scheduled for visits already in 4th and 1. I had visits from this is y'all first week doing visits? I ain't know I had visits scheduled from last week. I forgot. Yo, I have 4 complimentary visits on 1 week. That's amazing.